Okay, so I have created an at-home workout using something creative because I know a lot of people didn't have access to weights when they went home or they tried to buy some, and the sporting goods stores were out of exercise equipment and even wanted to get a workout in at home. So basically this is just something that I just came up with because I had a leak and I was collecting water in it, and when I went to move it I was like, you know what? This is a tool. So if you have a bucket, preferably one you could put a top on, but it's not necessary, you can create a workout. So maybe you already have all the weights and you just need something new, and maybe this will help you out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just give you a quick workout. All it is you alternating between an upper body movement, strength training, and a lower body, legs. Alternate between, do 12 to 20 reps depending on your strength and endurance of each exercise, and if it's single-sided, do both sides, and then switch to, if you're doing an upper body movement, then switch to a lower body movement and go back and forth. Your heart rate will be up, you will be fatiguing the muscles, and you can adjust the weight by filling it with rocks, anything heavy. I have water in mine, which is why I kind of wanted a top before I was going to spill it, and you can adjust by pouring out or adding in how much you need for each exercise. I have just a moderate amount in here, and I'm going to whip through some exercises, and you can choose whatever order you want to do, however many you want. I'm going to give a couple ideas for each muscle group. You choose one and do 12 to 20 reps depending on your fitness level. And I'm only going to demonstrate a couple, so you can pause it. You can do your repetitions. Then you can hit unpause or hit play, and then you can switch to the lower body and then the upper body and the lower body. If you want to do abdominals in between, feel free to do that. I'm not going to do any. I'm just giving you a few exercises and you do it on your own. So this was just totally off the top of my head right now. So here's my bucket full of water. If some of the things bother your hands, grab your husband's work gloves and use those. All right, so the first thing is, I did cardio before, and I would recommend doing that just so you're warm, that's all. And you're going to do a couple rounds. You can switch up the exercises for each round, and I can't help you. Okay, and then you're on your own. So the first thing that I'm going to choose is the most simple exercise most people know, bicep curls. So you hold your weighted bucket and you just curl. So this is one bicep exercise that you can do right here. If you're looking for a different one, switch it and wide curl. All right, now you could, if you got really bored and you can't pick one, maybe front, wide, and alternate, front, wide. You do your repetitions right now, and then you do the other side, so you can go. When you come back, you're going to switch to something for your lower body. So we're going to do some good mornings. Put your weighted bucket, you want it heavier because your legs are strong. You're going to literally bend over, stand up with your bucket, and you're going to squeeze everything. Bend over. Now you can do it with a slight bend in your knee, or you can squat and stand. That's up to you. And where you want to pick it up is up to you. If you want to pick it up lower, you can. That's up to you. You probably won't use the handle because you won't get enough range of motion. Stand, and it's important when you come up, hips come forward, abdominals get tight, glutes squeeze. So you'll do that. Hit pause, go do it. When you come back, think upper body. So grab your bucket, think triceps, back of the arm. Traditional, bend over, start with your upper body parallel to the floor. Now this one you may have a rotation in your wrist just because your legs are in the way, so get one leg out, press it back and forward. You kick it back. So you kick back and see the rotation in my hand there. You can try and do it straight wristed. It's a little hard to clear that leg because of the width of the bucket, so I just add a little rotation. You can do it either way. My arm never leaves parallel. So you'll have to do both sides. Pick your reps. Adjust the weight because that's harder than probably your biceps. Go do that. When you come back, you'll pick a lower body because we just did an upper body. So this time, we're going to do lower body for our mostly quads, but you're going to feel hamstrings and glutes. You're going to do a sumo squat, feet are wide. I'm wearing Crocs, I just noticed. I have sneakers. Okay, I had spinning shoes, that's what stopped. So put your bucket in front of you. You want it to be heavy. You want your chest up, eyes up, squat down, pick up your bucket. Tap it to the floor, pick it up. If you want it to be a little heavier, hold it closer to your body. There you go. Do a set of those. If you're not fatiguing, okay, and you're going to want to squeeze as you stand up, hips come forward, squeeze. If you're not fatiguing, you need to adjust your weight. Go ahead and do your round of that. Maybe you need to do extra because you don't have access to many more rocks or water. When you come back, we just finished lower body. Time to switch and go back to your upper body. Your heart rate should be up, okay, because we're not having rest time. If you want to do cardio in between or abs, keep it going. You'll keep your heart rate up, but you don't even have to because we're switching, keeping the muscles moving. You still have heart rate up. So we're going back to upper body. We're going to do chest, which can be tricky for people. I will show you a few different exercises for chest. Okay, if you have a top for your bucket, that's helpful, but I'll do it without and I'll show you. I do wear gloves for this one. Let's see if I can get a better angle here. Okay, because the bucket can hurt your hand. You can be on your knees or you can be straight-legged so I can fit in the frame. I'm going to do it on my knees. Okay, this is number one, wide chest press. Okay, wide chest press. Let's see if that makes sense. Wide. Okay, or get your bucket in the middle. Come on the inside or closest part of the bucket to you. You're going to alternate this side, transfer to this side, transfer. Now that's why it's nice if you have a top for your bucket, because now you can be totally here and you can actually pop over. All right, now I'm doing it on my knees, and obviously if you do it, but I'm going to be out of the frame, in a true push-up, you're going to be talking a lot more movement, a lot more strength. So pick your poison. If you really want to get creative, if you do have a top or you're not afraid to get wet, or please don't do this with rocks, you can chest press. You can recline back or sit, and yes, you can chest press your bucket of water. Okay, that's up to you, but I don't really want to sell you on getting wet or smashing things down on your face. It's kind of awkward. I don't want that liability. You do that. So we just did upper body. Now we need to switch to lower body. So for lower body, we'll do something easy. Everybody knows you can just take your bucket, make sure it's heavy, you can hold it however you want. Calf raises. That's it. If you want a single leg calf raise, you can. That's up to you. Whatever you want to do. Go ahead and do a set. I'll wait. When you come back, we just did calves or anything in your lower body. Now you switch back to upper body. I'm going to show you some back exercises. Number one, get your leg out of the way, get sturdy, and row close to the body, okay? So this is close row, elbow goes right by the side of the body, row, okay? Or wide row, squeezing the back, okay? Squeeze, pull it back. If you can't choose one row here, one row here. Alternate. Squeeze the back, push the chest through so you can pinch the back muscles together. Go do a set on each side. And when you come back, we'll let your upper body rest and you do lower body. I have a couple of things here you can do. Take your bucket, single leg tip overs, okay? You tip over, use the bucket for balance, stand up. Try not to put your foot down. Try to reach it out and do each side, all right? So then you switch, do the other side. You do 12 to 20 reps on one side, 12 to 20 reps on another. Or, okay, another alternative that you can do is you can, what did I have? Oh no, that was the only one I have here. I have another one after. Okay, so do that set. If you want to omit the bucket, that was my alternative. No bucket, ignore the bucket, and do it all the way to the floor. So here, I'll switch legs so you can see better. So what happens is you're balancing, and these muscles have to engage to get you down to the floor. Yes, you can touch the floor and catch your balance, but it's coming up with control. These muscles are like rewinding to pull you up to standing and have to be firm, as does your core. And then you have to release them, and they have to wind them up. Go do a set each side. You come back, we're going to do shoulders. This will be the last muscle group that I showed you for upper body. There's tons of exercises you can do, so get creative. Okay, my people are talking to me, sending me bread videos while I'm middle workout. Okay, so shoulders. If you want to do something two-armed, upright row. Now this is a little harder, especially the ladies, rolling it up in front of the body, so it will be a little out in front of you. Elbows should not go up any higher than your shoulders, okay? Same thing, palms. Okay, so that's single side or double arms, or you can switch to something single-sided. I like to keep my leg out of the way. Front raise. This is heavy for me because I didn't change my weight, but shoulders you're going to have to dump some out, which is why I put them at the end. So you could dump out your heavy load and then you switch sides, do them on the other side. Now, you could also do, when I did these, you could single side that, switch, and alternate. Just make sure you're still doing 12 to 20 reps total. Each arm sees that, okay? And you can also go out to the side. But again, when you go long away from the body, it's heavy. I really need to reduce that weight. It's a lot on my shoulders. So you do pick your poison, do what you want to do. You can always do a second round and choose an alternate exercise for that muscle group. So do that, and I'll give you one more lower body. So last thing, lower body, we're going to now do a single-legged squat, okay? You're going to try to hold the bucket. We did tip over before, and we either held the bucket or the floor. This time, you're going to hold the bucket the whole time, okay? And you're going to do a single-legged squat down and up, down and up. Think sit back and tuck that other knee in and up. Let me switch legs. Down and up. Tuck and stand. You'll lean forward on that bucket. It'll bring the weight back into the quads. And now glutes, hamstrings get stretched and they have to squeeze to come back up. Things are stretching. Things are contracting. Okay? Do both sides. Okay? If you really want to make it heavy on your legs, final alternative here would be single leg squats. Put the bucket down. Stand up with it. Squat. Stand up with it. Make sure you hit both legs. Okay? There's a lot going on, especially if you have water, because it's floppy, sloppy, and it moves. So then you can do your own abdominal exercises after that. I can show you a couple real quick if you're really lost. They're not going to use the bucket. Haven't thought that through yet. Oh, I actually thought one through right now. Take your bucket, hold it here. I would do each side. Twist, 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 twist. Do 12 to 20 and then twist. And this could be your first one. It warms up those abs. Okay, and you have to really squeeze. Then, if you're feeling really crazy, hold it over your head. I hit my pipes. Feet shoulder width apart. Lean, lean, obliques. Like you're skiing. Shift, 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 shift. Another ab. Yeah, I'm just making this up right now. If I can figure out how to do it. It might not work because I have water. I was going to do like a form of a wood chop, but I better not because I may be flinging water everywhere. I'll work on the abdominal things there. If you don't want to use the bucket, you can just do the dead bug. So arms and legs work simultaneously. Keep your head off if you can. Do this for 20. All right, do that. Go ahead, pick an abdominal exercise. When you come back, sit, reach for your heels. They'll be on the mat. Okay, tap, 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 tap. Go ahead and do that. You come back. I want you to just do your crunch in the middle, crunch to the side, back to the middle, other side. Middle, side, middle, side. Go. All right, I'll give you one more windshield wipers. You can do long-legged, which is harder, or you can do bent knee, which is a little easier. Take your hands. If you put them right under you, it might be harder. Put your arms next to you to brace yourself. Just keep your low back into the floor, and I want you to touch the side, touch the side. Now, I'm putting my head up so I can see. You don't have to put your head up. A lot of times we really need to brace. Now, it's much harder if you do it this way. You will not make it all the way to the side. Go ahead and do that. I'll give you one more. Just to really pull the lower abdominal in, just crunch it in for 20. Okay, if you want to pop up, that's fine. You can even extend the legs and then pop up. But we're looking to curl the lower abdominals, and those are hard to train. That's it. So even my heart rate got up because I was talking probably. But if you just keep your body moving continuously, you get a full body workout, and your heart rate will be up. So it's like all in one. I'm getting ready to practice, start putting these things out for my PE students so that they can have a workout at home. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.